me I don't care for puppets much. I don't find them believable.
I don't believe you.
So this morning we're at McGuires Beach Road, and we just found it very interesting that this unassumed road is of enough importance that the OPP are enforcing the speed laws, which almost means that it's not an unassumed private road, with the provincial government policing it. So here we go. So any comments, Bill?
Yeah, I'm glad we're up here. We're going to visit Ramon that ran, this is the third time she ran to represent the Ward 1. This is a road that the city neglects and got out from underneath providing the services once Mayor Letham was elected.
Well, the interesting part is coming in here,
Yeah.
the first 75% of the road is maintained, serviced, and plowed
Exactly.
by the city of Kawartha Lakes.
Yeah.
And then this little stretch is not for some reason, and there's no trees obstructing. They're not up against the road like a typical cottage road. You mentioned something about you've measured it.
Yes, it meets the same requirements as the road that the city is plowing. And it's actually ditched. It's got lots of entrance for turning. 2 vehicles can pass side by side on the road. I honestly believe Mayor Letham and his power got upset with Ramon and then used his power in the council to cancel the services that were being provided prior to Mayor Letham taking office.
So, and
Well, I think this was done very vindictive because during the campaign, Ramon challenged Mr. Letham a number of times at debates. And she's gone to council as well and asked, how come we're paying all these taxes and we're not getting any services? What they used to do was, they paid the city a minimal fee, and they would get 1 or 2 loads of gravel a year. They would get a grading. They would get some minimal services. Even that was taken away from them when they became an unassumed road.
So you mentioned that this meets the requirements as per what the city has posted on their website.
Yes, and not only that, they're plowing roads that are narrower than this in Fenelon Township and all the other wards. What we did was, Ramon did, a number of us, we all sent requests to the current councillors. Mine to Mike Perry, hers to Emmett Yo, a few other councillors within the ward. I believe Eric Schmeaton, just about them all. And we asked them to provide us with a list of all the roads that are deemed unassumed that the city isn't providing services to. Well, no reply.
Well, and the interesting thing is I'm sure one of the excuses they have, so this is the turnaround area.
Yes, this is more than adequate for turnaround. Look at this.
Yeah, it's more
Garbage comes down.
More than adequate for a
snowplow.
For a highway snowplow.
Yes.
But the reality is the city is buying all these 1-ton pickup trucks with plows on them.
Yep.
So if there's any concern, the citizens have already paid for it.
Correct. They could have used, if they couldn't they're nervous to bring the big truck down, they could have brought their 1-ton with the snowplow and a salter. It's got a sander and a salter on it. Okay? Adopt a road program. And that's on behalf of the city. So they call this a road. Adopt a road program. Right? Isn't that just amazing?
It's interesting.
Yeah. Again, this has gone on since 2014. These people have paid their taxes faithfully every year. Approximately between $300,000 and $500,000 a year for the past since 2014 to 2023. They've all paid their first installment on their taxes. So to me, somebody owes somebody a lot of money. Somebody has to come in here and put this road into the condition that it should have been in, somebody has to start providing these people services that they are paying for in their taxes. Hi, it's Bill from the Kawartha Insider. I'm up here visiting with a person that ran for Ward 1 that has some really concerns about not getting services for a road not being plowed for the last almost 13 years, maybe a little longer. Would you introduce yourself to our people?
Yeah, I'm Ramon Couture. I'm the president here of McGuires Beach for, I will say, since 2011. That's been a long time. And since the beginning of the time, I'm fighting with the city to be able to have full service for McGuires Beach and also for other unassuming private road that pay taxes and receive nothing in return.
That's good, and I know you've been. This has been one of your main issues every time that you've run for council, is that you believe, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you believe that if you pay taxes, you want to be treated as fairly as anybody else within the municipality in the way that services are provided to every taxpayer. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, because I'm looking at my tax bill every year. And I'm saying to myself, that's okay. The only thing I'm getting from the city is 2 garbage bags a week. That's $5 each at the dump. Recycling is free. This is made for $550 a year. I can take care of my garbage and bring them to the dump. Now I'm going to pay $3,500 a year on taxes. I have no sidewalk. I have no street light. The only thing I get from the city is 2 grading a year, 1 in the spring, 1 in the fall, and sometimes the job is not the greatest, but at least we have it. They give us 2 loads of gravel if we match 2 loads of gravel. I have to give 2 loads to get 2 loads. Like this.
So you're paying taxes, and on top of it, you're also paying for service.
Yeah, and when I did get the winter service, we get a bill for it. They bill us for winter service. They done that for 2 years. When I asked for this 3rd year, they told me, no, too bad. And I told them, but don't get your plow to enter my road if you're not going to plow it. And I was told then that road belonged to the city, then they will do what they want. They can enter that road anytime they want. I say, well, if you want to do that, I say, you assume the road will take care of it.
And that's the concern that we've taken the time today and we've drove your road from the beginning to the end. There, to us, is no difference. In fact, the most shocking part of it is that the city provides you with OPP services. They provide you with garbage. They provide you with fire. They provide you with ambulance. And that depends whether they can get down their road that's not plowed by the city. And yet they have a nice big sign at the end of the road, adopt a Kawartha Lakes road. Did you realize that? So they're basically saying that to you and all the taxpayers here on McGuires Beach Road, we only want your tax dollars. We only want to take the very smallest amount of that tax dollar and provide you some services instead of giving you full service, because I'm under the understanding, and you can correct me, that you received the city plowing at one time, that they graded the road, they plowed the snow in the wintertime, they maintained your road. And then when Mr. Lethem took office, it all changed. Would that be a fair statement?
Everything changed the time then the new, sorry, but everything started when they put all the small county road to the big one.
So that's
when they changed everything to the nice Kawartha Lake. We were better when we were Cardin, because with Cardin we were getting service.
Okay. So did you get service? That would have been 2000. Year 2000 is when we amalgamated, went to a single tier government.
But before that, the city serviced the road.
Okay. Now, after 2000, did Kawartha Lakes, the new city of Kawartha Lakes, did they plow your road from 2000 to 2014 in that period?
Yes, they did plow the road as a cost extra on taxpayers. This means the McGuires Beach Association were getting billed from the city
Mhm.
for them to come and plow the road and we pay tax on it.
And that was after we amalgamated, or was it a period of time after amalgamation? Can you remember exactly when?
You see, it's pretty hard for me to know everything because I took the presidency seat in 2011.
Yeah.
Question and answer that I need to ask, I cannot do it because the previous president passed away, rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to find papers with a new president, there's a lot missing. It's pretty hard to find and match everything.
Mm-hmm.
But since I took over, I go by the book. Like this, what I have is what I can. But I've been fighting for the city from the beginning.
So can you remember back when you took the presidency in 2011? Was the city plowing your road then? Did you have some kind
This
of...
is when they stopped because one bill was not paid from the association prior to me.
Mm-hmm.
They sent that bill to collection agency better than trying to reach the president or the treasurer because they have the list every 4 years or when they have a change on the board. I have to send them the letters, a new president, new vice president, new council, everybody. I have to notify them. They have no reason to contact them. But anyway, when I took over, I called them for the service and they said, we're not going to give you winter service. You have an outstanding bill in collection. Okay. I took care of that bill. That bill was paid. They still never want to service us until the day that I talked to Mr. Letman, Andy, and I said to him, I need service or I'm going to sue the city if something happened. He said to me, bring me $1,000 today and I will service your road. The rest will be billed. We already pay enough money here with all the residents and empty lot we have. Then that service was given to us. They plowed half of McGuire Beach. But sometimes the plow will come down the road here using our turnaround at the end, but not putting the plow down. What is the common sense?
So you've actually seen the city with their plow drive down this road.
Yeah, and sometimes the guy would be nice, he will drop salt.
Wow. That's and this is during this period when you're supposed to be this year. Yeah. And this is supposed to be an unassumed road that they won't plow or drive their plow down because they say it won't go down your road.
Yeah, they say the reason why unassumed road is a road in the city owned but do not service.
And is it because of the equipment they can't get down your road with?
Our road is wider and in better shape than the pavement road.
So what is their excuse then, to your knowledge, why they don't plow your road?
They have no common sense.
That's a good answer. But what I'm saying is, I understand that you had the director of public works, Brian Robinson here.
He came here. He looked at the road with Karen. Mm-hmm. They say that I have to bring the road to their standard.
Okay.
But what is their standard is not what we have in our pocket. This is mean they will increase our taxes. Mm-hmm. I need to have somebody coming over here do a new survey. Maybe $7,000 for a survey.
Whatever.
Lose maybe less, maybe more. Mm-hmm. After that, they're going to come back here and tell us exactly the work we have to do, the drainage we have to do to their standard. But before they force me to go to their standard, why they don't standard their own road?
I think the real question here is the fact is that this was a subdivision. Under might have been the county of Victoria when it started prior to amalgamation.
I don't know. That was almost the year I was born.
Yeah.
60 years older.
All I'm saying is that for the city took over possession of this road, they would have then made the developer that developed this piece of property put in the size of road for the services on this road. So what I look at is saying the city accepted that road when they assumed it from the developer. They have charged you taxes over all these years. They have got out from underneath providing you your full services and then charging you on top of your taxes in order for that service. Now, the biggest concern that we have from the Course Insider is the fact of that impact that it has on your insurance, your fire insurance, people that need, if get sick at the road, have to have an ambulance get down there, or there's a fire and the fire truck has to get down there, or anybody that's required.
Emergency services.
It's all been left up now to you to make sure that you maintain that road by a private contractor to allow them to provide the services that every one of us in the city.
Like this one, the road will be to their standard.
Yes.
And it will maybe cost $500,000 to do.
But again.
But we will be taxed for that service they will do.
But again, though, that's not correct because that's only an assumption. The problem is what we're facing here is that the city or the county gave the developer, he passed his application, a planning application to put in this subdivision. Within that agreement, there are road conditions, okay? And they accepted this road as is when they assumed it, when the developer reached that point where he had completed his commitment. Then the city took it over. They serviced your road for you. And then somewhere along the line, they've looked at this, not only in your situation, we've asked, and a lot of us, yourself, have asked the councillors to provide us with how many roads that the city is not servicing.
Yeah, I did that.
Yes, you did.
I just did that to the mayor, and I did that to the councillor, and I did that to Brian, the work guy, anyway.
And what was their response to that?
And my question was to them, say, I need information about unassumed and private road. I like to see how many unassumed road and private road in Kawartha Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know how many unassumed and private road in Ward 1.
Mm-hmm.
How many unassumed and private road in Kawartha Lake receive winter service? How many unassumed and private road receive winter service at no cost? Some at extra cost? And I want to know who serviced them all.
And those are all fair questions when you're a taxpayer.
Yeah, because I don't do that just for me. No. Being the president of McGuires Beach, I have to answer to all the people that's here.
Correct.
And this is what the city should do, answer to me because they're working for me. I'm not working for them. That's not my job to go and recruit all this. I received one answer from Mr. Emmett. He said, I don't have that information at my fingertip. It will take some time for me to get this. Listen to you speaking. I thought you know it all. I'm sorry I don't work for the city. That's not my job to know everything. But for him to be sitting there for 15 years, he should have the answer right away. I should not have to wait after 15 years. Be the counselor for Ward 1. He should know by heart what is the road they give service or not. I know they plowed the road here. I'm free off-free road beside that there ripple where they have the boat route. They plowed this for boat in the winter. Give me a break. They plowed that road. I mean, enough is enough. I told them I didn't know when what I was fighting for, but they will not push me away because I will be done when I'm dead. Beside this, I will fight them, and I will have what we deserve. We deserve service, and we shouldn't have to pay extra money to get service, and now with an increase of 4.5 on taxes for garbage. On top of it, sometimes the fire truck will come here and use our beach to fill up their truck, but they won't service us?
Wow.
Give me a break. Enough is enough.
So when we step back a little bit, all extremely valid points. But when we step back and look at this from a community level, the city of Kawartha Lakes pulls out of here probably around $300,000 a year in taxes. And you're getting nothing for that $300,000 over 10 years, 20 years. I mean, that's adding up to a massive amount. And then they also have the nerve to come in and extra bill you for what they should be providing from that $300,000 per year that they pull out of here, which is going to be more than $300,000 because of the tax increases. So it just seems like everyone here, your only purpose in life is to hand money over and shut up.
And I talked to Doug Letman when I called him.
Oh, Emsley.
Emsley, sorry. Yeah,
okay.
I mixed them up anyway.
Yeah.
No, I never called them from their last name anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're not more important than I am. When I talked to Doug, I asked him, I say, I need those service. It's no reason. And he said to me, he said, why should we? Why should we give you service? I say, I pay taxes. Give me something for my taxes. At least give me a light.
Mm-hmm.
Or give me a candle. We can put we can allow to have candle in the city, come water light anyway.
Yep.
They're going to call bylaw. And bylaw don't do nothing. But that's another meeting I can do with you guys.
So I guess you're in.
I asked Doug,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, I said, what is my taxes for? But he said, for Lindsay. I don't live in Lindsay. He said, for the sidewalk in Lindsay, I don't walk on them. I don't go to Lindsay. For the hospital, sorry, the hospital is provincial. And he said to plow the road from here to, this is Ontario Road.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to do with the city. I called Ford. And Mr. Ford told me, I give the money to the city to take care of your road. Take it with the mayor.
Yeah.
This is what Ford told me. When I said that to that man when he was there, but you say, what do you want me to do about it? I told him to do his job, and I'm saying the same thing to Doug. Do your job. You wanted the job after all those years sitting there to do nothing?
So really what you found out is not only do they want the city of Kawartha Lakes to take your $300,000 a year in taxes and give you nothing, the province has confirmed that the city of Kawartha Lakes is getting paid
to take care of all the roads.
Take care of the road and do the proper maintenance. So they're already being paid.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that,
they want me to pay that.
They want everyone here to pay extra.
Yeah.
So they're not double dipping, they're triple dipping
Yeah.
and providing you with nothing.
Yes. And every year is the same story. Every winter is the same story. And the reason why I fight this is because I don't want to lose my house. If the bank find out anything, I'm doomed. We're all doomed in this road. And if I'm doomed, this means a lot of unassuming private road will have the same problem. I knew an old man in Coboconk. They cannot even drive their road in the wintertime. They park in the bottom of the hill. They put those shoes with nails on them.
Snowshoes.
To be able to go up the hill with grocery.
Mm-hmm.
And Emmett, you laugh about this? Do your job and you will tell me you don't know the road? Give me a break. It's time that you learn this job after 15 years. But I want to answer it. I want my service.
So I guess where you're looking at now you're looking at filing a complaint now based on everything that you've tried to do with the integrity commissioner to look into the violations that the city has committed under the municipal act. Is that fair to say that's going to be now your next step?
I told them that if they don't do something, then I will take the next step because we need those services and we pay for it.
Okay.
And if they don't want to help me, if they don't want to service what we pay for, but we have to follow the next step.
And again, you were at council on February the 2nd. You drove through that terrific snowstorm and you addressed council and requested, begged almost.
Yeah, and not even one of them took 2 minutes to ask me a question about what was the problem of McGuires Beach. I understand some was on the board for all those years. They know what the problem was. But what about the new one? What about the new one that just came on board? Mm-hmm. They should be the one asking me questions. Okay, what is the issue with McGuires Beach about winter service?
Correct.
None of them do it because half of them was too busy, Facebook on their laptop, answering texts, answering email. Nobody had no concern of what I was saying. It's almost like, now this time they give me 5 minutes. Next time I will have 2.
So basically disrespect.
Yeah, they don't care.
No. You
just a number in the basket. And if you want to be lucky, this is when they pick the number. They say, hey, you win the prize today, we'll give you service. That's the only, it's like the $6.49. You win or you don't.
I hear you. So
there, can you tell anything about me from this?
Yeah, you got a round shape and you're full of hot air.
Is there anything more that you would like to say to our members?
You know what? If you believe in something, we'll have to fight for it because nobody's going to do it.
And we really appreciate you coming on and doing an interview with us. We're going to do everything that we can to help the people of McGuires Beach get this corrected, along with all the other people that are in the city.
Yeah, because the other one do too. I just sent a message this morning on Facebook, Kirkfield community,
community.
asking the people that are in an association, just like us, to come forward with me, because if we create an association for all unassuming private road, we become bigger than the city, and we have a bigger floor to fight for.
You'll have a bigger voice.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't have to be doing this, because under the Municipal Act, it's very clear under law. Okay? They're not doing their job. For Bill, for Ramon, this is a Kawartha Insider.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So here we are heading down a road in a different area. It only has roughly 3 or 4 residents on it, but it is an assumed road by the city of Kawartha Lakes, and as you can tell very easily, it's a lot narrower and a lot rougher shape than the road we filmed in the previous part about McGuires Beach Road. You can also see the encroachment of the trees. And what are you talking about there, Bill?
Oh, well, dead trees are hanging over the road.
Yeah.
And the fact that there was a former councillor lives on this road. So I don't know if that makes a difference if you have somebody that's elected that runs the city, sits on council. Maybe you get different services. Because obviously. And as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people, no, 4 people, sorry, 4, 5 up here, which is the councillor, the ex-councillor residence.
Nice to know that he got plowed.
Oh, that's great service, good service, city. Can't complain about that 1 minute. Now we come up here to where they have another piece of property, and it says Henry Street. This is Henry Street. Use at your own risk. And yet the city plows this road, but they don't plow that unassumed road or wherever it goes to.
Well, because there's no councillor living there.
I guess that might be the reason. And of course they don't have ExploreNet on the road either, right? So I guess if you're ExploreNet, you get extra services, maybe? Because you're in the city and you provide likely some work to the city. All I'm saying is it's amazing how the city can pick and choose based on council whose roads are unassumed, whose roads get plowed that should be unassumed. But anyways, again, for the Kawartha Insider, it's a great day here in the Kawarthas.
I trust you can handle this contraption, Q.
It goes by hot air.
Oh, then you can.
He's actually gone. Will we ever forget him?
Who?
You know, what's his name? Yeah.
That's all, folks.